welcome back. I'm Mike with the Turntable Teachers and Classes back in session, here for a Christmas special episode here at AOA Studios. If you're an artist, podcaster, or content creator of any kind, make sure you check us out at aoastudios.org. Book your session or service today. And many people might be wondering, this is not your average guest speaker episode. Why are Dephrase and Mike dressed out, decked out in Christmas? It's because Dephrase has a brand new Dephrost Volume 1 Christmas beat tape that is just fantastic, by the way. Had to plug that so early.
Oh, thank you.
We're joined, again, of course, we're joined by the man in the flesh, the one that made it, Dephrase, who's actually already been on the episode. This is his technically sophomore.
It's true. It's true.
This is your sophomore episode. You've been on the podcast before. And this is going to be a bit different than your normal guest speaker episode. If you want to check out Dephrase's episode where you can get a lot more insight about him and who he is, there's I don't even know the number of the episode off the top of my head.
I think it's like the one with Mako from...
It is the one with Mako.
Right Around Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can check that out. Today's going to be completely Christmas themed, and I'm just so excited for this, bro. So first off, how are you?
Oh man, I'm tired.
Yeah, I am tired too.
I'm good. Like, I feel like it's been an interesting rollout with Dephrost. I started this November 6th and finished the tape November 27th, and immediately just went like to put it out, and we're here. Yeah,
it's incredible. So
I'm pumped.
I am too. We have a couple of really fun segments. So it's not going to be your traditional objective main lesson, open response, with the fun pop quiz tuned in. This is going to be a very different style of podcast we're going to do. It's all Christmas themed. We have a bunch of different segments. But first, we want to talk about the project. So that's the big thing.
So will I get graded at the end of this?
You will. You will get a grade, a formal grade. One of them actually specifically, believe it or not, for the first time in Turntable Teachers history, we actually do have a graded segment.
Oh my God. I'm so scared.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm going to get pretty triggered, but that's fine. Let's go.
Of course, though, we got to talk about Dephrost.
Yeah, cool,
this project. So you said you worked on it for about 3 weeks. This feels like it was very spontaneous in a sense.
So a little background, I'm 33.
Okay.
I work on other people's music for a living full time. Mm-hmm. And at the end of a day full of sessions or a week full of sessions, I think a lot of producers and engineers that are in my position can probably relate to. I have very little energy to put into my own art.
Of course.
And I got into all of this because I was making beats, I was playing instruments, I was just super excited about music, and I'm privileged and super happy and blessed to be able to do that for a living for other artists. But at the same time, I felt like if I didn't get something out now, then I was just gonna sort of like lose momentum. Just like it was feeling a little dark, like just in terms of, will I be able to keep making music for myself? Will I have the motivation to do that going forward? And I think I work really well off of deadlines, and Christmas was a deadline that I could not negotiate.
Sure.
It was, I think I'm like in school, I was always like a last minute, like I would wait till the very last second, like to do whichever assignment. And it worked out in college, but like it didn't always work out well. And I wasn't good at setting deadlines for myself. And like actually, the way I actually put it is tricking myself into thinking I'm a client, where I'm not going to blow off a client, but I've blown off my own commitments a lot.
That's a good way to look at it. Well, you have to carve that time out for yourself, because I think that that's so important. Like, you don't want to get too burnt out. And like, I guess I'm starting to see that as well on my end. Like, I can relate to that finally. Like I said, owning my own studio with, of course, with Zafir and Cam. So it's not just myself, but, having clients now, like that's a different thing for me, like recording other people's podcasts and doing music videos and all that stuff. you want to do that stuff because that's what like helps pay bills and what helps obviously for you to continue on your own creative sort of trajectory. But yeah, that does leave a lot less time for you. So I love the approach, because you said to yourself, well, make a Christmas themed album and I have the Christmas as the deadline, so that makes total sense for you. That's cool. Good for you that you actually like carved out that time for yourself. I'm sure. How do you feel now that it's out and like you've done that?
I mean, I feel amazing. I think there's always a tendency to think that you could have done more.
For sure.
But I feel really good about it. I think it's like, this is actually my debut full-length album.
Really?
I've never put one out as Dephrase. I've put out a full-length album with Optic Bloom. I've produced albums and EPs for a lot of artists.
Sure.
And I've done a few EPs for myself. And like as recently, I think like the last one was the one with Cliff Notes and Latrell, and then one this year also with Supervisor, but they were pretty short records, and I wanted to do something that was like around 30 minutes. And I didn't have an expectation at first. Like I was just like, I'm just gonna like draw from my influences, like my early influences, like Dilla, Madlib, Ross G, Knowledge, etc. Just like guys that like really, really influenced me growing up, and like were big influences to my style and approach. And so actually I started collecting vinyl like a long time ago. I started really pinpointing all of the Christmas ones in like September, and I bought some more, and I like went like digging a bunch like up until November. And then I was also like sort of pinpointing what movies I wanted to sample and stuff. So I kind of did my homework a little bit more than I normally would, where I've intended on like prepping sample content before.
Yeah.
But then I've sort of like, I'll get excited and I'll just like make the beat and not like be patient enough like to curate a palette of sounds. So I sort of had in a stack like right by my turntable, just a stack of like 20 Christmas vinyls, and I had 60 to 100 YouTube videos of clips from my favorite Christmas movies, old radio broadcasts from like the 40s through 60s of like Christmas specials. And I had all of this content like ready to go. Like I filled my sample pool first. So I think that made the 3-week process a lot easier. And it's not like I spent 3 weeks straight. It was like after work, and like just I took a few days in those 3 weeks to only work on the record, but I was really doing it in between other things.
Interesting.
So,
and then for you, I'm curious, like, so this is all really great insight, and I appreciate you sharing all of it. Was there anything more to it than just, okay, Christmas is a deadline, so I can hit it? Like, what is why a Christmas EP? Why, or not EP, excuse me, an album? Why a Christmas album? Like, what does Christmas mean to you from like your own experience growing up, or like as an adult now? Like, why that sort of theme?
Why is this goofy Jewish kid making a Christmas album? It's a really good question. Yeah, because I didn't really traditionally celebrate Christmas growing up. Like, I come from a family of largely atheist Jews.
Okay.
And so everything was sort of unceremonious as a kid. Like, we sort of observed, we observed the holidays in that we like relaxed during that time. I think Christmas to me was like my mom and I going out to a movie and then getting Chinese food. It was like the classic Jewish Christmas, right? But then sort of like I dated people who had sort of families that actually really celebrated Christmas, and I just like sort of fell in love with the just the trees and the decorations and actually the music too. And that's sort of an unpopular opinion, but the reason I fell in love with Christmas music is because we were actually just talking to Zafir about Apple. So I worked at the Burlington Mall in the Apple store for 4 years.
Oh God, yeah.
So 10 months out of the year, they would play top 40 stuff. And like I appreciate pop music. Like I study it. I respect like a lot of the artists and a lot of the production and the work that goes into making those records.
Yeah.
But when the same 10 songs are on a loop for 10 months out of the year, oh my God. So when they started playing Christmas music that first year, November 1st, I was like, oh my God, bro, I'm going to have to listen to excuse me.
You can swear.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to listen to fucking Christmas music for the next 2 months. Like, I am going to kill myself. Like, but when I actually went through those 2 months, I was like, oh my God, this is so much more peaceful, so much better than the other 10 months of the year when they were just like crushing top 40s. And so I was like, oh, this is like kind of nice. This is kind of blissful. And then I would like sort of not actually like to come back to the mall on January 2nd and then hear like, oh, okay,
yeah,
we're back. We're just back to normal. So I feel like, yeah, like I never really celebrated it in a traditional way, but then I started like, I had all these records that I found in like a dollar bin, and yeah, so like I really had not a lot of expectation going in. I like was like, I'm just gonna make a entirely sample based beat tape, and that was another thing where like I've sort of limited myself in the past, and like I think ego is a thing too that has gotten in the way where like
totally.
Even if maybe the right choice for the beat was to sample something, I would always want to play everything. And I'm a pretty good musician, but I'm not the best at everything. And like a lot of the music that I grew up with is sample based. So
sure.
I feel like I just went in being like, I'm going to just use only samples, and I'm going to sample like egregiously. I'm going to sample all of these records, all of these movies, and not really care, like not really limit myself. And in that, I found this thing where I was like, oh my God, I'm actually like making some of my favorite beats I made in years.
That's awesome.
And it all came, I think, from like zero expectation. And not really putting a lot of pressure to do a specific thing.
Yeah, dude, the expectations can be such killers. It really can be. I think it's important to have high hopes and give yourself, those sort of like. He's very thirsty right
Sorry.
now. No, you just went off, man. Go, drink your water. Stay hydrated. Drink water, people. During this holiday season, stay hydrated.
H2O,
H2O. But no, I think sometimes expectations can be detrimental in a lot of ways. So I'm glad you stripped yourself of that and you were able to create freely, and you have this body of work that I agree. I think it's some of the strongest beats I've heard of you. The funny part about this album that I want to make pretty clear, that you did sample a lot of Christmas and holiday music and movies and different things like that. But I don't feel it's too Christmassy, if I can make that a word, to the point where like I could listen to this in February and feel like it's out of place.
So that's another thing. And thank you too. Yeah, no, that means a lot to hear from you. I feel like a lot of Christmas albums are sort of bubblegummy, where it's only Christmas cheer and it's like covers of the classics, which makes a lot of sense, but there's a mood that's just happy, that it starts that way, it stays that way and it ends that way.
Sure.
But in reality, all of us mortals, the feelings that we feel in the month of December, the scramble that we have to go through, the money stuff, the like, oh shit, I got to get these presents. I got to like get all this work done because I'm not going to be able to contact these people for 2 weeks like of the year. It's just, we're stressed out this time of year, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I sort
So
of
true.
like, I think the album starts kind of like happy, goofy, goes to like a darker place, and then ends like sort of in a sentimental place. And I wanted to paint all of the emotions that I feel, and I think a lot of people feel through this whole month, through this whole season.
Totally.
So like I feel like I it didn't start that way, but I was sort of trying to flip the script on what a Christmas album is. Like,
Right.
and it's not all happy and cheer. It's not all Christmas Day.
Seriously.
It's not all Christmas
because
Day.
you're right, that lead up can be incredibly stressful.
It's
No,
so
everything you just
stressful,
mentioned,
yeah.
it totally I hear you. As we sit here today, I still haven't done all my Christmas shopping. I'm last minute with all that type of stuff.
Oh my god, man.
You know? Because it's stressful. Like you said, it's stressful. And you know what? And I feel like I don't want to spoil too many of my questions, but like I feel as though we lost somewhere along the way, we lost the meaning of not even just Christmas, because whether you celebrate Christmas or not, or any sort of holiday, I think we lost the meaning of the holiday season in some regard, of just this like whole concept of, okay, you and I are close. I am going to gift you something with the expectation that you are going to gift me something in return. In reality,
It's just stressful.
well, stressful, of course, but also like you could have just bought that thing for yourself. I could have just bought that thing for myself.
Yeah.
And like we didn't have to have all this stress like onto us. And like we could just like maybe like go do something together that's like meaningful.
Yeah, like
you
we
know?
should like hang out and be friends.
Right. Instead of
Just, like-
exchanging gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
do.
I didn't get you anything today, by the way. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. I didn't get you anything.
Perfect.
either.
So this
Great.
is like that's why we're here.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
here
yeah.
having
Good,
fun.
good.
With like the cool
Good.
I mean with our Christmas decor.
This is
Let's-
I love this set.
So
man.
yeah,
I
shout
love
out
what
to my
you
girlfriend
did.
Carissa. She had this sort of lying around, and I was like, "Can I take this?" And she's like, "Sure." And then that's a Santa mug we got from one of our favorite restaurants, Mystic Station. Not a sponsor. Can be though if you want to be.
Can be though.
Can be though if you want to be. And then gangster rapper. Ha, get it? Punny. Pun. You gotta love the puns if you're a teacher. You know what I mean? That's
Can you explain that one to me?
so. Normally, there's the term called gangster rapper, like rappers, like music.
Uh-huh.
Following.
Heard of
me.
it?
But yeah, I think you would have heard of it by
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
right? But Santa, he raps.
Oh,
gifts,
he raps presents.
like with the W. So
Dude.
he's a gangsta rapper,
Oh my god.
and yeah, so kind of crazy.
Now I
Kinda
get
crazy.
it. Wow,
know.
thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
I was like, why is the W there? Like
Makes no
because
sense.
I know Santa from his rap songs.
Yes.
usually, but not.
Yeah, album coming soon. Wow, that train was loud. That train's loud today. It's louder than usual. So yeah, great sweatshirt, and then thanks. And I appreciate you with the. I can get you another water at a break. Oh my.
Oh
goodness.
yeah, I did get you a Santa hat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
no,
keeping
but-
it, but
no,
you,
I'm
you
gonna
brought the
take it
Santa
back.
hats, which is great. And then you have, obviously, your onesie with the cats, which is hilarious.
I look cute?
It does. You look adorable, which
Okay,
brings me to one of my
thank you.
questions about the project. And
Yes.
I had a question for you. Is it true that you had some of your cats choose a record for you to sample on A Family Affair?
It is
and
true.
Can you
So-
explain that a little bit, that process? That sounds, I'm enamored with your cats having production credit on this album.
Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately they couldn't make it today, but I feel like some of them sort of look like that. You guys can't see it. That black one kind of looks like my dude Khan. And then, is there a tuxedo cat on here? All right. Well, Jasmine is not represented, but yo, shout out to my cats at home. You guys are the real champions. Yeah, so I called it A Family Affair because my partner Kelly and my two cats each picked out a record that is on that song for me to sample. So I sampled 3 in total. And I also sampled MF Doom and Dabri's song Air for the acapella. So the whole album is actually stylized lowercase, and then the air is the only uppercase.
Oh, that's why you did that.
A family affair. Yeah.
I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm picking up.
Yeah,
what you're
it's
down.
like you give me the gangster rapper Santa. I'm gonna give you a family,
and it just
you
works.
Get it. So she picked out. So Kelly picked out the record like a normal way because like she's a human. So she just like handed me one. And then she laid out 3 records for each of my cats. Khan is like he's like super intuitive, so he sniffed like he like scoped them out, and then he went over to one and he started to actually like sniff it. Jasmine's more of like just like what are we doing here type of girl. So Kelly put a treat on each of her 3 choices, and then
because she needed
it was
that
just
extra.
the first. Yeah. She's like, dude, like I'm not playing games here. Like I need like show me the money. And so the first treat that she picked out,
that was the one.
That was that record.
That's
so,
hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it. That's so
good,
funny.
yeah.
Shit. Oh my God, so funny.
And like there were so many things like that where I didn't intend to do this, and then it was just the perfect thing. And the fact that I sampled Air, and that's like my favorite MF Doom song,
Sure.
and I've always kind of wanted to sample it, because I do these like lo-fi acapella edits and stuff all the time, but haven't ever like put one out before. So that was just a happy miracle that all came together.
Love that, dude. So amazing.
Yeah.
So it's a great body of work. I love it. It's obviously linked in the description. Don't go anywhere because there's plenty more with Dephrase and myself. I'm curious, or actually I should mention this part, that you created a visual to this album that you are planning on releasing. We helped you to come to that realization.
So I think December 23rd, I'll be putting out the visual album, which is the night before the listening party. I decided, man, the record's already out, and the listening party people might have already heard the record, so I want to give them something special. So in bed that night, I went through and I chopped up every sample again, every movie sample again, and then I like made sort of edits from those movies to the songs. So a lot of the like spoken parts are linked to where they actually happen in the movie in the songs I did.
It's perfect.
But then there's like these like fun edits on the beats and stuff.
So
too.
fun.
So.
Let's give people a snippet. Is that cool?
Yeah.
What part
There
would
you
you?
go.
What part would you want to have them to watch? What do you think's your favorite part of the visual, or maybe a favorite
man.
beat potentially? I know it's like asking who's your favorite cat, but you know.
I might have. It's like, who's your favorite child?
Exactly.
Might have to come back to that if that's cool. But here's what we decided on.
So here's a snippet, okay, of the Dephrost Volume 1 visual album, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Shoes off. Why the hell you dressed like a chicken?
I'm up here, you morons! Come and get me!
snippet of Dephrost Volume 1. The entire album is now free to stream on all platforms. It's linked in the description. And
You should buy the cassette, though, on Bandcamp.
Excuse me.
Buy the cassette.
Buy the cassette.
Yeah.
On Bandcamp. Link also in the description. So if you want to actually have something physical, which you should.
And I know what you're saying. Why isn't it vinyl? I don't have a cassette player. You can even get a cassette player from me, too.
That's amazing. I forgot about that too. Thank you for bringing that up.
Full package.
Full package. Linked in the description. And then make sure you follow Dephrase or subscribe to Dephrase's YouTube because he's going to premiere the entire thing on YouTube on the 23rd. If you haven't missed, if you're not watching this past the 23rd, the next segment of the show.
Yes.
We gotta do some fun stuff now.
Okay, I'm ready.
So this is Pop Quiz. Okay, you have never done Pop Quiz before. This is Pop Quiz Christmas edition. Okay, so this is not the one that's graded, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
These are just kind of like your favorites in terms of, but it's like Chris or like your opinion on certain things, right? But it's just most of it's Christmas edition. So during this time of year, beautiful time of year. It's great to, walk around like downtown Melrose is beautiful, right? They got like all these different Christmas,
the lights everywhere.
Well, pick your downtown. I was just saying because you live in Melrose, but pick your downtown of choice. There's always a great, Christmas cheer always around. But I'm curious. I have your three favorite restaurants, the three of your favorite restaurants here, and I'm curious if one had to go.
Oh,
which would it be? So, hopefully, I pronounced them all correctly. If I don't, please correct me. La Cachara.
Okay.
Mexico Lindo.
Okay.
Sushi Corner.
Sushi Corner.
Sushi Corner's got to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I love you guys, but
not as good.
Yeah.
Well, La Cachara or Mexico Lindo, sponsorships are available. And Sushi Corner too. Honestly.
Yeah, no.
I'll take
I still
Sushi
love
Corner.
you guys. I still love you guys, but
it was
sorry.
like a one got.
Yeah.
It's just one got to go. That's all. What's your Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies? Top 4 Christmas movies of all time.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I got to go with Scrooged because I just revisited it.
Okay.
And it's literally the first thing that you'll hear on the album. So I feel like that I just rewatched it and it was amazing. And like I have a deeper connection to it now. I think Miracle on 34th Street is just a classic. Mm-hmm. You gotta have it. I'm blanking right now. Let's go with The Grinch and Home Alone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did like a couple for the kids and a couple for like,
for the adults.
For the other kids.
For the other kids. Yeah, the kids at heart.
Yeah.
The kids at heart. Hey. I love it. Well, speaking of the Grinch, are you a live action Grinch guy or cartoon Grinch guy if you had to choose?
Yeah, I think they're both so good. I think I'm gonna go cartoon though.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
I think I'm right there with you. I think so. All right. Sports question. NFL on Thanksgiving or NBA on Christmas? Which is better?
NBA on Christmas, baby. Let's go. I mean, like I love both, but NBA on Christmas.
NBA on Christmas.
I'm pumped for this year's lineup. Oh my God.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good day of basketball if you're a fan.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the NBA. I think we already answered this question, but just because it's here.
Yeah.
Material item gift or experience gift?
Yeah, I think at this point in my life, experience.
Cool.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
What's the best Christmas gift you've ever received and the best Christmas gift you've ever given?
I've ever given. Okay.
Or maybe it doesn't be Christmas gift. Best gift you've ever received and the best gift you've given.
Okay. We don't do material gifts.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we don't normally in my
never. No. I'm just kidding. I'm just like I'm trying to think. Why don't we come back to that?
We'll table that one.
Cool. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
What's the best Christmas jingle in your opinion?
Oh, like jingle, like specifically,
or Christmas song?
Oh, okay.
Christmas song could be a jingle.
Yeah. I mean,
like Jingle Bells, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or like,
sure. I think Vince Guaraldi's version of Christmas Time Is Here is a really incredible one. Also, Al Green's
Love Al Green. Oh, that's a good.
That's what Christmas means to me. And then Nat King Cole, A Christmas Song. So I give you 3 answers.
You
there.
did. Tight.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Do you want to come back to the gifts one, or do you want me to move on to the next segment? That was the last question in the segment. If you have the gifts, that's fine. If not, we can move.
I'm just totally blanking. Right now.
Let's move
yeah,
on.
Okay. Great.
So now, our next segment of the show is going to be pass or fail. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to give you an item, an object, an event, something like that. Okay. If it's a pass, that means you like it.
Okay.
Or that you think that the statement is valid. Okay. If you're failing it, obviously you don't agree with the statement.
Okay, cool.
You,
so
you
I
don't
give the
like
grades
it.
on this one.
Exactly. It's
Great.
either a pass or a fail.
Great.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Black Friday, pass or fail?
Pass.
Okay. Do you have a reason why? I hate Black Friday.
I fail.
Just
there's so much, but I think it's just everything that's the worst thing about capitalism and American consumerism in one.
So it's a pass?
No. Like I pass on. I'm sorry. I totally like. I get it now. I'm sorry. But like I'll pass on it.
Maybe that was confusing.
Fail.
We're trying to keep with the teacher
Right,
theme.
right. Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay, so we're in agreement. I fail. I agree.
Fail.
I've never actually even technically participated.
That's good.
I've never
That's
even
good.
actually
I
gotten
have.
up early to go do
Yeah.
that. It's not a thing that I like to do.
That's good. I have unwillingly because I worked at a mall.
That's right. Actually, that's a lie. I feel like I did work a Black Friday once when I was working at Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was like, I hate this. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And then I quit.
And then like you're there at midnight and then everybody's like clamoring. Like it's like the worst scene in every Christmas movie.
It's absolutely.
Like people are just stampeding over each other and like ambulances are there. Because people are savages.
I agree. So it's a fail, by the way.
It's a fail.
That was a
Sorry.
fail.
Yeah, a
That's
fail.
okay. We're just clarifying.
My fault.
Okay. I feel very strongly about this one, but I'm curious where you are. Putting up Christmas lights before Thanksgiving, is that a pass or a fail?
Fail, but let me qualify this. I'm just a fan of LEDs in general, and I feel like LED lights outside of houses should not be strictly a Christmas thing. And so I'm going to alter the question to other kinds of Christmas decorations cuz like I think LED lights on houses should be a thing in July.
I agree.
So sort of like I'm not really like I'm now 0 for 2 on answering your questions.
No,
correctly.
hold on though. So we can
Okay.
we can rephrase. We can
Okay.
edit the question.
All
That's
right,
fine.
great,
We're not
great,
we're not
great.
perfect at turntable teachers. We get things wrong. Maybe
He's perfect.
How about Christmas? Thank you. Christmas decorations then before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, fail.
That's a fail.
Fail.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because I agree.
Yeah.
Let Thanksgiving have its day. I mean, I feel a certain way about Thanksgiving.
Right,
honestly,
like,
but like
have
it. Let
Christmas
it be a thing.
starts on November 1st. Like why?
Yeah.
Like why?
I agree.
We don't need to do that.
I totally. Oh, thank you. All right, we're in the
We
same
don't
boat.
need to do that.
Eggnog, pass or fail?
So I'm a Coquito fan. So
Coquito.
Fail. I also the last, again, just to like sort of plug the record, sort of as an homage to Jay Dilla, the last song on the record is called Last Eggnog of the Night.
Yeah.
But it was only because Coquito has 3 syllables and eggnog has 2. And
Okay.
you know.
So you're not an eggnog fan.
Nope.
I like eggnog.
Okay.
I'm a fan. Okay. You're like,
Live your truth.
I
you know?
do. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I applaud you for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Though I don't drink it as often anymore because I don't do the milk, dairy, all that as much.
Yeah.
But the almond eggnog is not as good. Just so people know, it's not.
No.
It doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't have the
You gotta
same.
go full. You gotta go full.
You
dairy
either
or
go with
nothing
it
at
or
all.
you don't.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Ice skating.
Oh, pass, baby. I love ice skating.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, if I was like 100% more athletic, then I might be a figure skater. You know?
Oh yeah, you're that good. You're like that.
No, I said 100%.
100%.
So like I'm 0% of the way there.
Oh, okay.
But I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Wow.
You know?
Wow. You could. So you're saying you could be. You could be like a Michelle Kwan if you.
I
don't know
I
figure
could be.
skaters, by the way.
I could be a Michelle Kwan if I was not born as myself, and if I was born as her.
Fair
you know?
enough.
Yeah.
Okay. You could be Michelle Kwan if you were born as Michelle Kwan.
Yeah.
I think that checks out.
You know?
I actually think I already know the answer to this one too, but I'm curious. Going out to dinner on Christmas, pass or fail?
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started doing that recently.
Yeah.
You know, if they're open, like we'll go because
Yeah.
it's like I mean, it's tough to ask even for all of us to do it, but even especially my mom who traditionally would like cook the meal on Christmas. It's like it's a lot to ask.
Lately, I've gotten more into cooking on like for the holidays and like we do Christmas with Kelly's family every year, and we hosted this year, and like our generation did all the cooking this time.
Oh, I like that.
And it felt great. But
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. That's fantastic. Well, that was pass fail.
That was past.
You passed, and you see 2 segments in a row. You like only got about 90% of pop quiz though, because you completely dodged the gifts.
I blanked on the presents.
But that's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry.
okay.
Like I'm not really good at giving gifts, and like I feel like I would just be like socks. Like both of them. They were cool socks. I don't know. Like I'm sure I'll like remember later tonight, and I'll text you and be like, "Oh my god,
there was this great gift,"
and then I didn't. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry for everybody who's ever given me a gift that I loved. I don't remember. I smoked too much weed from like the ages of 18 to 21, and now
it's just
this is like some scrambly stuff up there.
It's gone. Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you. Well, speaking of that, I want to talk about not about weed. I want to talk about the album a little bit more. The song titles are absolutely incredible. Did you come up with all those yourself? Did you have any help with those? And like, was that like a fun part of making this project for you to like come up with these like unique names? Like, you had Time to Love and Charlie Card and Santa's Drunk, and then the eighth Christmas,
Eighth Crazy Nights.
Crazy Nights.
So a lot of them like were dictated by the sample. So I didn't have any help with them except for like the source material.
Okay.
So like Time to Love was like the phrase that you hear the sample play when like the two guys when Curly and Mo are breaking into
Yeah.
No.
Right? No.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Home Alone?
Yeah. Am I like thinking of the Three Stooges and then?
Oh no, wait. Yeah, Mo. No, Mo is one of the guys that breaks it. It's
Mo is one of the guys, and then I'm blanking.
I thought it was Curly. No, or is that?
Maybe.
I think it is.
Yeah, well, let's go with it. So the two guys that are trying to kill Macaulay Culkin, like when they're breaking into his house and they're like stepping on glass and all this shit, like the phrase that you hear behind it is "It's time to love," and I just thought like that the juxtaposition of like these guys are literally trying to murder a child, and then the sample behind it is like so happy and so. It was yeah. So Charlie Card is because we're in Boston, and I also sampled the Charlie Brown Christmas album.
Nice.
Shout out Vince Guaraldi. And yeah, so that sort of went together. And then yeah, I explained Last Eggnog. I explained A Family Affair.
Totally.
Eighth Crazy Nights is because I sampled 8 Crazy Nights.
Really underrated movie.
Fantastic.
I love that film.
And the reason it's 13 songs too is because I did one for the 12 Days of Christmas, and then I like had to throw in one for Hanukkah too. You know.
I love that.
Yeah,
it's incredible. I love it. What's like which song name are you like most proud of, or you're like I like really am glad I came up with that?
Yeah. Let me see. Well, there's Santa's Drunk, Charlie Card, Time of Love, Red Roses is like fine. It was just like they like said that in the sample, so I was like, okay. So that's the one I'm least proud of. Again, not answering your questions at all. I liked Eighth Crazy Nights because I was like it's the most punny I think of most of them. Yeah.
What was the other one? Young Dolph, the red nose. That was a good one too.
Young Dolph, the red-nosed reindeer. I think. Thank you for that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah. I think that was the best one.
Those two are my favorite.
Sampled Rudolph and Young Dolph in the same song. So,
which I don't. Has anyone ever done that? We'd have to look at. I don't think so. Until now. Yeah. Young Dolph and Rudolph as your samples. It's pretty crazy.
Young Dolph, the red-nosed reindeer, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have one more segment for you.
Okay.
This is gonna be the one that's graded.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So this is Christmas trivia.
Okay.
So I have 5 songs. I have 5 questions, not 5 songs. I have 5 questions. They're all Christmas related, of course. And we'll give you some time each to answer them, and we'll see how many you get.
Okay.
A few of these have a multiple parts. So if you get some part, there is partial credit.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good. I love partial credit.
So the first question, what is the name of Rudolph's elf companion in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Hint, he wants to be a dentist.
And does dentistry play a role in what his name is?
Not particularly.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to throw that out there if it helps you.
Fred.
Hermie is the answer we were looking for.
So that's not the answer
so
at all.
0 for 1.
Cool. So maximum grade B-. Let's go.
Well, again, some of these are multiple parts, so you could potentially salvage some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Name the animatronic cassette-playing bear toy that every kid wanted for Christmas in the 80s.
Is it Japanese?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't look at place of origin, to be honest. Maybe that was something I should have done.
Oh, I was gonna say Tamagotchi, but that's not it.
That's not it. But that's not. We won't count that as your guess.
Okay. All right.
We'll give that as your mulligan.
I'm gonna feel. Thank you. I need mulligans. Man. Oh, okay. Has anybody ever gotten 0 out of 5? Right.
This is the first ever. This is the first time we've ever done this.
Oh man. Okay. The bar's not going to be very high to beat me. I'm just going to say that right now.
It won't.
Okay. Wow.
But that's okay. You should go 3 other questions. These aren't that tough. I mean, sorry, these aren't that easy. They're kind of tough.
Okay. I'm going to feel really dumb.
You might.
Like when you say it.
That's okay, though.
Can we come back to that one?
Sure. We can table it.
All right, let's table it.
In what country is it a tradition to eat KFC on Christmas? Hint, you already mentioned this country.
The United States. No. Okay. Sorry. I mentioned this country.
In the last question.
Japan.
That is correct.
Man, dude. I got that all on my own.
That is correct. 1 for 2 with 1 pending.
Let's go.
According to Buddy the Elf, what are the 4 main food groups?
Okay. Syrup.
Yes, that's 1.
Candy canes.
That is 1. You have 2 out of the 4. That's 2 points.
Sugar isn't one of them,
That
right?
is not it.
Okay. Chocolate.
Nope.
You
had candy canes.
Candy canes. Syrup. So there's another candy.
It's
not candy corn.
It is.
Candy corn.
Candy corn. And then just
syrup. Candy corn. Candy canes. Damn it. That didn't work. Is it okay? Is it liquid or is it?
It can be
solid.
Liquid. It can be solid or liquid. It's very generic. It's very general.
Syrup.
You already said syrup.
No, I said syrup.
You already said syrup.
Syrup. Candy corn. Candy canes. Candy corn is like not.
Candy corn sucks.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Maple syrup. No, it's not maple syrup.
It's more. It's in the name of candy canes and candy corn. I just gave it away.
Oh. Candy.
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 We'll give it to you. All
Sick.
4 points.
Wow, dude.
Wow, and just like that,
Yeah.
Dephrase now has 5 points.
Let's go.
Good for you.
Baby.
It's good for you. All right. So yeah, you have the Japan and those 4. We're still. Do we want to go back to the teddy bear one? The
Animatronic
cassette playing bear toy
playing
that every kid wanted for Christmas in the 80s.
in the 80s.
You get one guess.
It was just a little bit before my time.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Okay. I don't think I would have gotten that.
That's
so
okay.
That's fine.
That's fine. Last one.
Okay.
Okay. So you have 5 points out of a possible 8 so far. Okay. So you can get like a D. You can get like a passing grade if you get this right. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. So you can still get
Okay.
You can still get a passing grade on this.
Okay.
Or even get a 70.
Sweet.
What oh my god, I'm so
I
excited.
love C minuses.
C- for Christmas. What unlikely duo recorded Peace on Earth and Little Drummer Boy in 1977?
Oh no! Oh shoot! I'm such a fraud because I sampled it and then I don't know who did it. Fuck.
I'm diabolical.
You really are. That's crazy. I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine.
You can tell me.
David Bowie and Bing Crosby.
Fuck. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
I failed.
you did fail.
That's cool.
You got 5 out of 9 possible, right? I think it's
That's cool. I got to come
2,
back
3,
next
4,
year.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 5 out of 9,
Yeah.
which is a little more than 50%.
I told you it was going to be triggering, and this feels like high school.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is not quite Christmas cheery.
This is ending in a pretty dark place, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to go home and rethink some things.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Maybe a Thanksgiving EP would have been better. I'm kidding. No, Dephrost Volume 1. It is an amazing
go.
body of work. I love
Thank
it.
you.
My last question on this whole front. For you, like, what do the holidays mean to you from like a sentimental standpoint? Like when you look back, like especially now in your older years, and you have your partner and your cats and your clients and friends and loved ones, like what does this time of year mean to you and why is it so special?
I think it's just taking time to recharge. Again, like I think a lot of us in any creative industry, I think, are just working like dogs just all the time. And I think I know for me, my relationships are always in a better place when I work on them. And I think like I'll be the first to admit I can kind of neglect them when like we're just grinding. And I think just taking the time to remind yourself who you love and who loves you. I mean, it sounds super sappy, but like I think that time is so precious, and
Totally.
that's really what I try to hold on to every holiday season, but specifically now.
Amazing.
Too.
You do anything special this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go skiing with Kelly.
Amazing.
We're gonna relearn how to ski.
Have you haven't been in a long time?
It's been a really long time.
Yeah.
But we're also gonna cook dinner on Christmas for like the whole family again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm super excited
I
about
love that.
Yeah,
Dude.
What about you?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'll be with Carissa's family on Christmas
Nice.
Eve. And then she does like a big thing. It's actually her cousin's birthday on Christmas Eve as well. So we always go to the cousin's house, and someone always has to dress up as Santa. I had to dress up as Santa last year and give out gifts
Nice.
to everybody. Rumor has it I have to do it again this year. Like it was supposed to be like this initiation
You'd
thing.
be a good Santa.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I'm
good.
jolly.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I will say, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but like people were saying I did a good job.
Oh man, like you could have a future job in malls of
Yeah.
America.
I don't. Yeah, it's not really a dream of mine, but maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sorry, it was just a suggestion. Just failing on all fronts here. It's fine.
Except on the music, because Dephrost Volume 1 is pretty damn good.
Let's
People
go.
definitely check it out. Yeah, so biggest thing for me, though, during this holiday season is, like, I completely concur. Everything you just said, I think is super important to take some time to, recharge, reconnect with your loved ones. And I think it's whatever you celebrate this holiday season, whether it be Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, whatever you celebrate during the holiday season, I think it's important to take the time for yourself, recharge, be with your loved ones. And yeah, I mean, let's not, maybe this is like a unpopular opinion or something, but maybe let's not worry about the gifts so much. Let's just
let's not do it. Like, I
let's
couldn't
worry about being
remember
with each other.
what I gave anybody or received.
Seriously.
So,
Like, does it really matter? Just like,
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the experiences and the time that we spend with each other that's most important. But man, congratulations on such an incredible body of work, and congratulations on kind of taking some of your own creative ownership back, because I think it sounds like from our conversation you needed that, and it was so important for you to do that. And I'm so glad that you did it, because you are an unbelievable creative. You are one of my favorite people in this entire scene. You have such a great sense of humor. We work so hard. You do so much for others, and we all want to see Dephrase, the man himself, win, and because you create so many wins for so many people. And so I just wanted to highlight that, and I'm so glad you've also taken the time to create such a great body of work. So congratulations, man, and I hope you do more of it.
Thank you, man.
Because we love hearing from you.
That.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I just also, dude, just what you've done for the community and just the space that you've cultivated and like the vibe here. Check out AOA Studios, unreal. But just thank you. Everything you're doing with like the shows that you're throwing.
Thank you.
And just giving people voices on this. I mean, I called you, everything about this whole project was last minute, and I was like, Mike, is there any way that we can do like a Christmas or is there any way that we can actually promote this record? And then you came up with this whole theme of the Christmas episode around this, and dude, and you're just like that, in everything that you do, and you care so much, and it's palpable, and we appreciate that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I love you, bro.
Thank you, bro. I love you too.
Sincerely love you, man.
Oh, and I have an answer for the gifts thing.
Wow.
So
we are ending on a great note.
Let's go. So I gave Kelly a Christmas. No. Excuse me. We did a cooking class several years ago.
Okay.
At one of our favorite restaurants, Sofra in Belmont, Cambridge Line. The open to sponsorships. And I feel like that in itself was cool, but I feel like it sort of catalyzed really big shared interest in food for us. And I think we wouldn't be the same cooks that we are without sort of the path that brought us down.
That's beautiful.
And a gift I received, I'll call you later.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'll tell you.
You know what? I'm less concerned about that, because I think the gift of giving is better than the gift of receiving.
It's true.
In a lot of
ways.
True.
But I've received a lot of great gifts.
Same.
And I'm just
same.
I'm maybe my first synthesizer. I think.
Yeah.
That was a really big thing, because I didn't really appreciate it at the time, but it sparked a relationship.
Sparked an interest, for sure. Well,
So.
I love it, man. Well, you were this was a fun episode.
I'm
so glad we actually.
Dude, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I'm glad you called me.
I'm gonna do Pop Quiz Redemption in the future, that wasn't the segment, but yeah,
that's okay. We're gonna get you
I can't even get the segment right.
It's okay. Pop Quiz is it. That's fine. We threw a lot at this, man, in a very short amount of time. So, plug away. Go ahead. I mean, obviously, Dephrase Volume 1. Dephrost Volume 1 out now, but to let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah. So Dephrost Volume 1 out now. It's out on Bandcamp. You can purchase the digital copy and the cassette. If you don't have a cassette player, you can also get one of those from me. And I'm Dephrase, Dephrase. So it's just DE and then phrase the way you spell it on every social network like Facebook, Instagram. Well, I don't know why I said Facebook first, but Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Amazing.
Etc.
Amazing.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of Dephrase, just coming on to us for the first time, you can follow us at Turntable Teachers on Instagram, TikTok. Hit up our website, turntableteachers.com. And then, of course, as Dephrase mentioned, if you are an artist, podcaster, content creator of any kind, make sure you hit us up at AOAstudios.org to book your session or service today. We are one of the premier new studios up on the North Shore of Massachusetts.
North Shore quality everywhere.
And that was a quality North Shore accent. So you're
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I have a lot of experience around these parts.
Gotta get the roast beef 3-way, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get my lobster roll. And of course, whatever it is you celebrate this holiday season, we hope you have a lovely, lovely holiday season with your loved ones, family, friends, however you celebrate. Make sure you celebrate it well. Stay healthy, stay well, my friends, and we will be back in 2024 for some brand new episodes. So
Happy New Year, Festivus for the rest of us. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything,
all of it wrapped in one.
Let's go.
I'm Mike, that's Dephrase with the Turntable Teachers, and class is officially dismissed.